I came to Fort Lyon because I did not believe I could make it on the streets anymore.
She found me in her bathroom with a needle hanging out of my arm. She didn't know if I was alive or dead.
I knew I had to stop drinking. I'm gonna die. I've got diabetes. I wasn't taking my diabetes medications. I wasn't taking my mental health medications.
If I had not been able to come here, not only would I probably have never had sobriety, but I probably wouldn't be living today. I was on a very, very dim path. We're not bad people trying to get good. We're sick people trying to get well. And that's a huge, huge misconception.
I had my pants, my shirt, my shoes, and my boxers. And I surrendered. And I gave it all. I attended all the meetings here, and I found out what worked for me.
There's sobriety, which is the abstinence of alcohol and drugs, but there's also recovery. And recovery is the freedom from shame. I love Fort Lyon for being a recovery-based program because I know there's a lot of programs out there that are not. And I can't see how someone can sustain any sort of housing or any sort of life if they don't have recovery, especially if you're an alcoholic or an addict.
I think the most exciting thing about Fort Lyon, not only for the state of Colorado, but the entire nation, is that really Fort Lyon is unique. We are really the only program that's a 2-year opportunity for those that are homeless and want to work on their recovery. People need a safe place and they need time and space to recover. There's a lot of places you can go for recovery that are 30, 90 days. That doesn't work. It's been proven.
We know that you've been out on the streets. We want you to sit back for the first 30 days. We want you to get adjusted to your surroundings. We want you to just become familiar with this community. We don't want you to worry about anything. We'll make sure everything's taken care of. When you get to that point, then we're going to ask you to start doing one of the few requirements of Fort Lyon, which is one is taking a class. We want you to jot down in this book that we have created for you how you feel today about all these different emotions, feelings, situations you've been in.
I was so rebellious. They had talked about feelings and I jumped up and I told everybody what they could do with this class. The things I had been learning in Lynn's class kicked in. And I went into the bathroom and I started running my hands under the sink, under the water, and clearing my mind, concentrating on that water, everything she had taught me to ground myself. And it started working. And I went back in and I swallowed my pride and I'm like, I'm sorry. Can I still be here? I didn't understand that I wasn't unique, that other people had been through this and they knew what they were talking about.
When people arrive here at Fort Lyon, they're coming off the streets. They're tired, they're broken, they're not feeling well. But as it goes along, you see this miraculous change in them and you see what's possible, and then they start seeing it. So at Fort Lyon, we are a large campus, over 550 acres. We have dorms for housing the men, and we have dorms for housing women. We've got 10 single-family homes. We even have our own health center here. As residents are here, there's a lot of opportunity for meetings and groups to help support their recovery, but also there's other things they want to do. We have a creativity center that's full of art supplies they can create. We have a library that they can check out books, they can check out movies.
We're going to say, here's AA, here's NA, here's Springboard, here's a program for Native Americans. Here's all these different programs. We'd like for you to choose from some of those and see what you can do for your recovery.
I tried my whole life to make my brain fit my body, and I couldn't do that. So I had to make my body fit my brain. And that's what I've been working towards ever since. Going to find a way to live as a guy or a girl, or I just needed to end my life. I was tired of trying to live as a man for the world and then be a female for myself. We can't change the brain. The brain is who we are. And so my only other option was to change the body. And I didn't think that option was even available to a poor person like me. Looking back, I couldn't imagine attempting to transition anywhere else on this planet. And I don't know if there's anywhere else that I could have gotten it done. I had such support here.
You know, one thing I always loved about Fort Lyon is if you wanted to do it, they would do everything in there that possible to make your dreams come true here.
Fort Lyon is made possible because of the great partnership that the coalition has with the Department of Local Affairs in the state of Colorado. They understand that leaving a person on the street homeless really costs the state a lot of money. They are utilizing ER, they're utilizing the jails, detox facilities, and bringing them into a program like this that they want to recover, it's a lot less expensive for the state. So it's a cost-saving program as well as a life-saving opportunity.
But I'm very grateful and blessed to be here. I get to be with people who are just like me.
I laid my foundation here, and that's why I love Fort Lyon, and I always praise it, because this is it. This is where I started on my road to recovery, mentally, physically, emotionally, everything that you could think of.
It's just, Fort Lyon is amazing. It truly is amazing.
I have a community, not just a Fort Lyon community, but the community in town, and I found acceptance and really just a beautiful new life here. Fort Lyon is truly a magical place, and it's not just one thing, it's everything.
This community is built on the foundation of resident-centered, resident-driven care. It is safe, calm, and secure environment that reflects an understanding of trauma prevalence and its impact on people's lives. Healing, hopeful, honest, and collaborative relationships with staff, with other participants, and with members of this local community foster trust and recovery. We really want to thank our partners at DOLA, many of which have been with us since the very beginning and opening day. So thank you, DOLA.
It's tremendous what you all have done together. It's the support that you all provide one another, whether you work here, whether you live here, whether you're with the state, whether you're with CCH, whether you're with the county. It's tremendous because we all need those supports in our lives.